Hi everyone, it's Jeanie, and today is day 18 of our money game. And today we are putting $18,000 into our account. But I'm going to use today to wrap up a third day of talking about my insights that have come up since I lost my sister suddenly about 3 days ago. So, we're just going to go into this and then hopefully move on. But these things are important because I started thinking about things that are left undone. What do we have that we are going to do one of these days and when we get around to it? Now, my sister left a lot of things undone, and especially things that she really said she wanted to do. She was a lovely artist, and she mostly painted Western landscapes, and she was good. But she hadn't painted in years. And part of the reason was, first of all, her husband was sick last year, but prior to that and subsequent to that, she just didn't make time for it. She kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to fix up my art room and I'm going to paint." And she didn't. She just didn't do it. She also wanted to take a series of stories from her life and little helpful hints and things that would be interesting to her son and her grandchildren and write it down. She didn't do it. Her husband, Steve, was part Choctaw and part Cherokee Indian who grew up in Oklahoma. He wasn't full-blooded native, but he had great stories and he was a wonderful storyteller. And she kept saying, "I'm going to record him and then I'm going to transcribe it and publish a little book." And I said, "I'll help you." She didn't do it. She also wanted to go back to New Mexico and even thought about moving there. We have another sister who lives in New Mexico because she loved it and she didn't do it. So, my question is, what are you not doing? Her reason or excuse for this was, "I have to work really, really, really hard. I have to get money. Money is hard to get, money is hard to hold on to." And that is what drove all of these things. And I'm not pointing a finger at her. I adore my sister. And I had to say to myself, what am I putting off? And I'll talk about that later. But I want to talk about, what are you putting off? I had a woman yesterday who contacted me and said, and her husband's playing the game too. And she said, all of a sudden, he was inspired to look for unclaimed money. And he found an old life insurance policy on me that was over $483 and another $45 refund. And she said, here's the thing. About 20 years ago, I tried to find that life insurance policy, but I couldn't find it. And I realized that my energy around money was a lot different. Not only that, but she is now getting back into doing her artistic stained glass windows and stained glass. And she took it to an art gallery at the next biggest town. They fell in love with it and they said, "We want to represent you." So she's going to be making commissions off of these stained glass. Isn't that great? Because she's changed her energy. I had another woman who contacted me today and said, I think there's something a lot bigger going on with this money game than just money. I think it is bringing up a whole lot of gunk around a lot of stuff." And I replied to her and I said, "You're exactly right. This is about excavating our old beliefs, our old actions, our old things that have kept us stuck and have been running our life for so long." We're talking about money because it is energy and flow. And many times we live by saying, if I only had this, if I only had that. But it's really deeper than that. So that's why I'm saying we need to do this every day for 30 days. It's not just about money, it is about growing ourselves and building that financial muscle. Another person contacted me who had grown up very wealthy, and the grandparents and the parents were wealthy, and this person was very wealthy, and said that through a series of events, the half the inheritance was gone. And there was a whole story around this about how much shame there was and how much anger. It created this whole series of things where people robbed and took and stole and took advantage. And I said to this person, the great thing is you really do know what it feels like to be wealthy, and you can step into that. And I invite you to give up your shame, to just allow yourself to let it go, to forgive yourself and to forgive other people and move on and change this reality. I'm going to give you one more example. Another person said, I figured if I take every day till day 30 and pay off my mortgage, our house will be totally paid for. And she said, is that a good thing to do? And I said, well, it's a good thing to do if you do it on a daily basis. Don't save it all up and then put a big wad down, because we are building our financial muscle. We're changing our neural pathways, right? So I said, do it every day. But I said, here's my question. Once you get this mortgage paid off, what are you going to do with any kind of leftover money? And she said, I actually thought about that. And I think what I'm going to do is wait until day 30. I'll go ahead and pay on the mortgage. And then on day 30, I'm going to take that $30,000 and go have fun. See? Go have fun. So I think that is a great thing. And I told her too, I said, the money game, I'm just quitting doing 30 days of videos, but you can hang in there. You can do whatever you want for the next, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever. You don't have to stop playing the money game as long as it's fun, and as long as you are growing and feeling good about this and seeing good results. Then I think you can just do it as long as you want. So, my question to you and my challenge to you is this: what are you leaving undone? What are you leaving on the table that you keep saying that you're going to do, you want to do? One of these days you're going to do it. When I get around to it, I'm going to do it. But you're not giving yourself permission to do it. So, here's the thing: I'll write you a permission slip. Just go do it. Just go do what you want to do and have fun. Think about what you're doing your $18,000 investing in, whatever it is, doesn't make any difference, but do use it wisely. And by wisely, I mean, don't just take it like I was talking yesterday. Don't just immediately get it in and plunk it down into a charity or church or, whatever. I want you to think about what you want to spend this on. This is about you. This is about you changing your way of being. I'm so grateful. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 19. We're just going to have so much fun. And I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. And I thank you for playing along with me. I'll see you tomorrow.